Hey, Maria, how you doing? Oh, you made it first. Oh, I got a back. Sucks. I'm actually not sad though. I'm kind of looking forward to, well, not really looking forward to going to Miami, but I'll be happy to go get a couple things back home, done back home even. Let's see. Guess I should probably blast this out there. Let's see, what can I do? What can I do? Pop out chat. Oh, that's cool. Didn't know I could do that. All right, I guess I should probably share this. I don't know. I'm hoping to go everywhere. It's a good question. Wasn't the best screenshot, but let's get this shared up. Give everyone a moment to get in here. Where in the world does Bruce Venture go? It's a good question. It's legit. It's a legit question. The answer, not so much. Let's see. Man, it is hard to get people into YouTube Live. I don't know why that is. Everyone can spend so much hours on YouTube that they have to throw a reminder that they're wasting their life away. But yet, when it comes to live action, nobody gets a Bruce Venture tracker, right? So, as a matter of fact, go through a lot of trouble. That's just what we don't do. Uno momento, yo will have my slightly divided attention in just one moment. Come on. Work. Enable access. Twitter wants my microphone. What is going on? That works. Let's see, do we have any incriminating evidence in this photo? Looks good. Oh, no, we don't do precise locations, not for Twitter. So what's new, everybody? Tell me something. Ask the simulation. Simulation. The problem with the simulation is that it's running so many universes at the same time that I'm literally everywhere. As a matter of fact, like right now, at this very moment, somewhere in the multiverse, I'm probably so close to you right now. So close to you that I'm practically like inside your mind or something. You know? In some world, somewhere. It's possible. Could be. You feel me or you don't? I guess it depends what universe you're in. Hola, Claudia. Yo vámonos en Miami mañana, pero día I don't know. I can't fucking speak Spanish, man. Hell no, to no dice español. Fuck. I wish. I wish I did. It's hard. It's hard. They ruined me. I wish my parents would have made me learn something when I was a kid. I send you a hello in Russian. Привет. Rachel. Whoa, that's fucking bright ass light. So, what about we got 9 people? Fucking hey. Why is it so hard to get people into Instagram Live? It's like a struggle. You guys, Instagram. I'm on YouTube right now. I'm not really staying here. I really just came on for another moment to tell you to come to YouTube and we're gonna talk some shit and depends what I'm doing, sad boy. I do different things. I do weird things with my left hand. I write with my right hand, so I'm right-handed, but some things I just do better left-handed. I don't know why. It's like I have too much control over my right hand, so I gotta like tone it down. And sometimes I can finesse with my left hand a little bit. Like I like to shoot left-handed, and I'm also goofy-footed, so it's weird. Anyways, yo, Insta. Not in Colombia, unfortunately, Ely. I didn't manage to get that done, but I have done that in the United States, and it was pretty good. I liked it. I actually did it in Puerto Rico as well, strangely enough. Ooh, imagine that. But anyways, yo, come to Instagram Live. I mean YouTube Live. If y'all aren't coming to YouTube Live, well, then the truth is that you really don't love me that much. All right. What's up, Alex? But yeah, I'm out of here. I already did my Insta for the day. I'm gonna wait till people stop joining this because I see there's still like a little flow right now, and I would like to give everybody a chance to come on over here to YouTube. All right. There's a link on my Twitter. I guess I'm gonna post a story right quick with the link as well on here just to make it a little bit easier. So come on over to YouTube. We're gonna shoot the shit for a while, and we're trying to knock out some time. So I'll probably be on YouTube Live for the next like 100 million hours or so. Not really, but like at least like 10. Probably not really that either, but like you might get 3. Well, you feel me? So come over to YouTube. I don't know if this link will even work here, but there it is. Does that work? Oh, you can hit a link on here. Oh, wow. Remind me what ontus means again, the slang version, because that always confuses me. That means like where are you at? Go to the YouTube. Sorry guys, I'm a little hyper today, so I'm acting weird. It's because I'm just like on this like natural high right now. Yeah, you could probably do that, Rachel. Whatever you want to do. You know, it's hard to choose what other people do with themselves. You know, I can't really be responsible because then when people don't do what you want, then you take on the blame yourself. You feel me? Future. Listen, Instagram, I love you all, but come click this link and come on over. We're going to talk about all the travels to come. We're going to make some plans. I'm going to take some suggestions. You guys can teach me some Spanish. It'll be bien. All right, goodbye. There it is. Muy bien. Indeed. All right, let's see. I got one more blast to do here. Let's see. Did we do? All right. I did that. I did that. I did that. I'm gonna do snapshots as well. Well, Maddie, I feel like what you're experiencing right now is something that we call narcissism. It's natural in 2019. I would say I blame social media entirely. So whatever you're feeling right now is it's perfectly normal, okay? Anyways, I know it's rampant. I'm the best at combating narcissism because my narcissism is just so fucking like overpowering. It's like a fucking wave of just egotistical madness that bubbles out and envelopes all other narcissism and like pulls it in practically a narcissist magnet of sorts. It's crazy. It's true. It is true. All right. Sorry, guys. I got to do a quick little snappity snap. What's up, snappity snappers? I'm over here on YouTube Live talking some shit, packing up my room, getting ready for Miami. About to dip out of Colombia. But if y'all want to swipe up or check my Twitter or just type it in, come on over to YouTube Live because that's what we're doing right now. All right. chat. You guys have my undivided attention. Oh shit, that's not the right one. I want a different one. Second. Awareness is key. It's true. It's true. You know, it's not surprising considering that we live in a world where they're slowly but surely making sure that every device is always watching and that people are constantly putting their shit. Well, I'm gonna post that time lapse here on YouTube, but I'll probably also post some of it on Instagram, but I'm gonna do another one in a little bit because I just woke up. I know, you know what the thing is, that I'm probably one of those people, Stardimed, and I'm so very sorry. It makes me regretful. Okay. So I just can't contain my madness. Did that post? I don't know if that posted. The post? Oh, that's not
phone on live. Me right now. When y'all can tell. What's up? When
let me fucking delete all that. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yo. Yo. We're gonna have a little fun.
That was stupid. How the fuck do I delete this shit? Fucking get this out of here.
We're gonna answer all the questions when y'all can tell me how right or wrong or stupid. What's up, snappity snappers?
You guys, I swear to fucking God, I'm sober right now. Like, so fucking sober, it's crazy. It's just that I feel like I was sedating myself for so long that there's been like something has like built up inside my my brain, and like these chemicals are fucking starting to fucking ping out again. It's this norepinephrine or whatever, some shit like that. I don't know. Maybe it's dopamine. I'm not sure. I feel okay though. So now that I've fucking finished fucking narcissizing fucking all my networks, what do you guys want to talk about? I feel like I should just write my own dictionary. Last time I smoked some bud, the 14th. The 14th, which means, what is this month again? July. No, June. Cool. I'll have fucking 5 months in on my birthday. It'd be awesome. Yeah. 2 weeks. That's I mean, it sounds about right for like some mild like rebound, chemical rebound, a little bit. I'm sure I'll fucking hate my life in 2 more weeks. We'll see. But yeah. So I am going to Miami to go to the DMV. So I'll take this opportunity to completely trash the bureaucratic system of Florida. That's a good point, Jennifer. I will probably sweat it out a bit in Miami. Yeah. So basically, this is why I'm going to Miami. It fucking sucks. I got pulled over, and unbeknownst to me, my license was suspended. Shocking. I wish it was the first time that that's ever happened to me, but it wasn't. I had this happen many times, but never before in my life have I ever had it suspended for such a stupid fucking reason. Normally they have excellent reasons for taking away my license. I mean, really good ones. But in this grand instance of government retardation, I realized that my license was suspended because I have a Florida license. Because I'm a Florida resident. You know why I'm a Florida resident? Because I can fucking vote Florida now. That being said, it's a completely different bureaucratic, stupid fucking issue. Excuse my language. Apologize. They literally suspended my license. This is going to shock you. It's going to blow you away. Anyone who is not shocked and offended by the reason that my license was suspended is clearly like some type of communist or something. But to each their own. I mean, not trying to knock communism, but it's just not for me. I never expected it in a place like Florida. But literally, they suspended it because, get this, I did not have insurance on a car that I have not owned in 2 years. Literally, I sold this motherfucker 2 years ago. And Miami has suspended my license that has nothing to do with the vehicle that I don't have anymore. Simply because I forgot to file some fucking paper saying that I sold my car. But the thing is that I drove the fucking thing. I gotta stop swearing on here. That's tough. I apologize to everybody about the swearing. I drove my car from Miami to Las Vegas. And upon arriving in Las Vegas, I sold it, right? I did not, however, file the paperwork in Miami saying that I sold the car. And so, unbeknownst to me, apparently, if you own any vehicle in the state of Florida, whether or not they know it or whether or not you don't own it anymore, but if you don't file the paper to say you got rid of it, they expect you to have $110,000 worth of insurance on it at all times. Yeah. So I haven't owned the car in 2 years, got pulled over in Nevada, and realized that my license in Florida was suspended for a vehicle that I haven't owned in 2 years because there's no insurance on the car that I don't own. Isn't that awesome? Fucking cool. Right? Like, they got fucking tricks for everything. They're like, hey, no state tax in Florida. Come on in. But they're like, but we gonna get that ass on everything else. Fucking everything. Don't fucking, you know what I mean? Like the taxes on hotel rooms in Florida, fucking appalling. There's like 5 or 6 different taxes on your hotel room. It's crazy. Yeah, everyone likes to screw me. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm always getting screwed all the time. Damn fucking screwers. Damn, I can't stop swearing. This is gonna be a struggle. I could tell this. Would I ever make my way back to Fresno or Tulare County? No. I mean, I have a lot of family there, so it's actually unavoidable. Fresno is okay. It's not the worst place in the world. One second, Maddie. Let me just go ahead and look up my exact flight times and airlines so that I can post it on the internet and have people waiting for me when I land. That'll be awesome. Anyways, yeah, but I have property in Fresno as well, so I can't even Fresno. You know what, California. I just don't like California. It's not. I got nothing against Fresno. I just don't like California. And Fresno's unfortunately trapped in there. I think that California should be split into 3 states. That would be awesome. You know, like literally Central California, Northern California, and Southern California should all be different states. I think it's fucking absolutely gerrymandering bullshit that they make that whole area into one state. That is like one of the biggest shams that they pulled in a long time. It is a morning flight, but I got a little ways to go. I'm sorry, Maddie. Don't take me too seriously. Thank you all. I actually think that I really wouldn't mind being president. I don't think I'd want to be a senator. I think that I wouldn't mind being a governor or I could go for president. I don't really never wanted to be president, but I'm starting to feel obligated. You know what I mean? It's true. I think that I could actually pull a surprising amount of votes, and I also think that I don't even need to win. I think that just me campaigning could change the world because I would at least be able to get some unique views out, and maybe somebody who is more eligible will catch on and be like, you know what? He would have won if he wasn't such a porn star felon. And they'll probably fucking steal my whole thing, which I'm okay with because it's for the good of the people, not because I have any desire to be like one of the biggest scumbags on the world. When I say scumbag, I mean a politician. But yeah, it's all right though. I still got 2 years before I'm even eligible. With any luck, Rand Paul will be president during that time. I have no problem with Mr. Paul. I think that he'll be an excellent president, probably the best one that we've ever had. Hopefully, well, you never know. That can always go worse than you think. You know, I'm like a size 12. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really. I think the best brand of shoes that I've really ever bought is these like Geo. I don't know how to say it. It's like Geox or GeoX. They just last forever. I don't know how that's relevant. I don't really want to talk about shoes right now. I'm over here plugging brands. I'm not even getting paid. Oh, Devani. I didn't know that was you. I'd make more money as a senator. Wow, that's a good point. But that's just because of the corruption, though, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that that's just the corruption. I don't feel like I'd want to be corrupt. Like I would probably take a stand against the corruption. You know what I mean? Like that's actually one of the things that I think is good about like the guy that we're doing right now because he can't really be bought You know what I mean? They're not all, you know, I mean, there's some people got to take a stand and just do what they think is right, even if everyone hates them for it. And I think I would probably want to be one of those guys. I think I would take a stand against corruption, which is probably why I would never be elected, because they'd be like, huh, he's not corrupt. Kick him out of here. You know what I mean? That's when they attack you. That's when they're trying to kill you and shit. You know what I mean? Is when you're not corrupt. That's when everybody turns on you. The media, the other people in the government. The second you're like, no more corruption, they're like, whoa, slow this roll. Get him off the stage. But yeah. I actually like pineapple on pizza. I don't know. I mean, that's just me. I'm not mad at Hawaiian pizza. Some people really got something wrong with that, but I mean, my bigger problem is corn on pizza. Like, never ever put fucking corn on pizza. You know what I mean? I tried to avoid my entire life. I tried to avoid ever eating corn on pizza. It was like something that like I was really against from the start. And I was in Romania and it was late, and I had been eating like some gourmet pizza in Romania that was really bomb, like every day, right? And one night it was like the only place that was open was this like, you know, like their version of Pizza Hut or some shit. And I was just like, fuck. I knew that none of the regular pizza was gonna be good. I was like, it's not gonna be good. It's like Pizza Hut shit, right? So I'm like, I'm just gonna have a barbecue chicken pizza, right? Like, I'm gonna be outside the box. I normally would never order a barbecue chicken pizza, but I was thinking like maybe it sounds good. But I don't read Romanian. You know what I mean? It's pretty tough language. You know what I mean? And they like to put weird shit on pizzas in Hungary. Like, they make like broccoli pizza, corn pizza, like all these weird pizzas in Hungary. So I was already like had developed like an anti-corn pizza philosophy. And I ordered this pizza and I was starving. That's why I was ordering cheap pizza in the middle of the night. I walked back to my cribbo and I opened my pizza box, and lo and behold, corn. Like, when they said it was a barbecue pizza, it was like, I mean, they were trying to put the whole barbecue on there. They wanted the corn and everything, and they didn't even put pizza sauce. They just put barbecue sauce as pizza sauce. It was one of the worst pizzas I've ever had in my entire life. Yeah, it was disgusting. I ate the whole thing just to make sure how disgusting it was. I fucking necked a gigantic barbecue corn pizza to the face and hated every bite, but I ate it anyways. So yeah, that was my experience with corn pizza. There's certain pizzas, yeah. So, but Hawaiian pizza's not bad. You know what I mean? When in Rome, or I mean, when not in Rome, I should say. One of those things. You know, the thing is that I've had to eat a lot of things in my life that I didn't want to eat. A lot. I mean, the amount of things that I had to eat in my life that I did not want to eat, that I was totally 100% against eating, I ate it. And I ate it good. The whole thing. So it's just one of those things. It's like sleeping on your hands, you know. What would I be doing if I hadn't entered the adult film industry? Well, fuck, I'd be working on my campaign right now. I'd be like, shit, we're running out of time. I wouldn't be taking this in such a relaxed state. I'd probably be in a lab, realistically. I really like science, but yeah. The porn thing, I don't know. I'm still trying to decide if it was a good idea. I think it was good. I like some of it. Damn, these fucking minutes just really tick away when you're talking shit, right? Blind corn makers. The origin of corn on pizza must be the saddest. Rules of book stealing. It's true. I don't know what you just said, but I mean, I agree. I think I got the gist of it. I kind of liked that statement, actually. That was actually one of the that was good. That was good. You're welcome. That was fucking awesome. Man. That was like poetry. For real. Straight up poetry. You guys, I cannot handle this fucking amount of energy. It's gonna fucking. It's getting weird. Oh shit, we need some backlight. Oh, I can rap. I'm not going to though because I don't want anyone to steal my flows. You never seen my you didn't see my rap on wiggerworld.com? No. I mean .net co .org. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I hate myself sometimes. Sometimes I forget about some of the things I'm not supposed to say, but it's all right. It's let's just say there is a video of me doing a rap somewhere. We don't know where it is. We don't know what website it's on, but there is a rap somewhere. I got a grill and everything. I'm like, yes, search YouTube for that. Exactly. It's on YouTube, I'm sure. Yeah, I got a lot of talents. You should, I mean, fuck. You should see, you should see how I dive. I'm like practically like an Olympic diver. Yeah. It's true. Just dive right in. I got all kinds of different styles. Don't search. Stop that. Yeah. I do it all. Let me ask you guys, you know what? I got a serious question though. Would you guys buy actual photo prints under the condition that like only one actual print would ever be sold of each photo, and therefore it would actually retain some type of value? Like the moment it was bought, it got deleted forever. Is that a good idea? I mean, I have so many photos, but you know what I'm saying? Like, would that be, that could be a thing, right? Collectibles? Exactly. Like, you know that when you buy that, you're going to buy the only one ever. Nobody else will ever have it. It'll be signed, have a nice frame. You know what I mean? I'll probably, like, I was thinking if I was going to do that, that I would even, go as far as to find some kind of like either develop some type of a skill, because I actually am pretty good with wood as well. Surprisingly, you guys would never actually probably have guessed that I you know, um, was a woodworker at one time. My dad used to have a cabinet shop, and I used to build cabinets when I was 18. Yes, so I'm a bit of a cabinet maker as well, but I was thinking that I could probably go as far as to make some custom frames and get wild on the with a Dremel. You know what I mean? So be a really custom piece. You think that would add to the value of it if it had not only a custom one of a kind photo, but a custom one of a kind frame? I'm not really that. I'm not really like super advanced with the cabinet making thing. I only did it for like a couple years, but I could definitely slap together some cabinets, and I know how to hang them as well. Yeah, it'd be cool, right? Get a little Dremel action, get a little fine details. It would be special. You never know. And then someday I might die. I almost would definitely die. I mean, we're trying to like figure out a cure for that. But when I do, if I fail in my other endeavors, like immortality, that could become, it could probably dramatically increase in value. I don't want to give anyone ideas. I don't want you to like be trying to like increase the value of your photos or and shit. But you know. Yeah, exactly. Like I figure since I'm like a known woodsman, that's what we call my people in my profession, like within the industry, that maybe I should like throw a little special wood onto it as well. Maybe. We'll think about it. My playlists. I don't even know if I want to talk about my playlist because every time I play music anywhere, I get banned. Like people were fucking, going crazy. Meanwhile, the same people who wrote that music are at home just they're definitely probably not paying for a damn thing that I did, but they're doing their thing to it nonetheless. Here's another question I got. Does anyone know anything about RuTube? Because, I spent so much time and I'm starting to kind of give up on my Russian learning thing. Right? Because I'm like, fuck. Like they won't, it's really hard to get into Russia when you have a US passport. And there's not really there's not like a ton of places outside of Russia that speak Russian, except for Russians that are outside of Russia, which there are a lot of those. But I mean, like as far as like countries where like that's the language, not a ton. But I was thinking that to like make all the work that I did on that stand out, that maybe I should post some videos on RuTube of me speaking terrible Russian. I have not been to Russia, and because of that, I haven't shot any scenes there. However, I have worked with tons of Russian girls. I have scenes with Russian girls galore, and I'll tell you this much: they're all amazing scenes. Like, I don't know if they just like me, like maybe they do, but every time I work with the Russian girl, they are just like on fire. And I feel like I've watched a lot of their other scenes, and they're not always fire. So I don't know what it is about me and Russian girls, but I mean, there's just like some kind of thing going on there. Well, I think that probably has something to do with, no, Dolly was not Russian, to my knowledge. I think that has something to do with why you encounter so many Russians outside of Russia, which is why I was learning Russian, because like almost all of my colleagues in Europe were Russian and not so much European. There's a few, but like for the vast majority of them were Russian. And I think that has something to do with it, that none of them want to be in Russia, but it could also be because like my business is pretty much illegal in Russia. And so people who are in my business also have to leave Russia because they like find out that they're in the business and then they like prosecute the shit out of them. Even if they did it like, yeah, that's really good. So future, what do you think about RooTube? Do they pay like the same way as they do on YouTube? Like, is there a monetization option there? And do you think it's a roughly about the same amount? Because I feel like it would be easy to like stand out on RooTube, probably more easy than it is to stand out on YouTube. For me, not for anybody, but like for me personally, because there's probably not a lot of Americans on RooTube. But I think you probably have to be in Russia. No, you probably have to have a Russian bank account, which I might be able to get a Russian bank account. I'm not really sure how that works. I don't know if I'd want one, but most countries that are tight with the US, they don't let you get a bank account because they have all these crazy tax laws. Or if you do get a bank account, you have to deposit like 15,000 minimum or something like that just to open the account. You know what I'm saying? Which the problem with depositing that much money in a foreign bank account is that as soon as you claim more than $10,000 of foreign money in another country, the United States says that if you don't pay taxes on that money, that you owe them more than whatever the amount of money is. Literally. Can you believe that? It's called the expat tax. You make more than $10,000 in another country outside of the United States, and you're a U.S. citizen, they will penalize you more than all of the money you made. It's more than 100%. Can you believe that? Is that not some slavery ass shit? That's slavery. I'll tell you now. You don't like RooTube, but would you like it more if I was on there speaking terrible Russian? Future? Don't. Yeah, just a little sorry, guys. I didn't mean to like dive into the tax talk, but I just wanted to. Yeah, I think that I never realized how much that I was, like how much I understood about economics because I never took economics. Как сказать привет in по-русски? Because I don't know. I don't know how I got so good at economics. My favorite language? I don't have a favorite language. I only know how to speak English. That's why I think that's why I'm so good at English, because I'm pretty fucking I'm pretty I'm pretty fucking good at English, I think. But I would be honestly incredibly grateful to like my brain if it would learn any other language fluently. I would be really happy with it. I'd be like, fuck, thank you, brain, for not sucking at life so much. What's up, Antunes? Just say it, man. You don't gotta, I understand. I like to like make a build up too sometimes, but you can just jump right in. If it's gonna be some kind of socialist propaganda, though, I would probably take it somewhere else. I'm not trying to assume anything, but I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there ahead of time. It's the wrong place for that. We don't tolerate. Of those, whew, I mean, if I could just be like, yo, which one of those language, if I could just download one of those languages, like you get to choose one language between Spanish, Japanese, or French to download instant fluidity into your brain, I would absolutely choose Japanese. I do not know one word of Japanese, and I feel like I could probably learn Spanish on my own. I feel like Japanese would be incredibly hard to learn, and so if I could download that shit into my brain instantly, I would be like so happy. I would pay a lot of money for that. For sure. As a matter of fact, I would pay like probably like 50,000 to 100,000 for that. No problem. Ah, Sam. Yes. Well, I'll tell you that story. I'll tell you that story right now. Okay. Yeah, matrix level knowledge. Dude, if I knew fluent Japanese instantly, like I would go live in Japan, and I would just be like, it would be weird as hell, because I know that like I already get noticed everywhere in the streets in the United States. But I mean, I don't even know. I mean, I would just go see what it would be like to be like somebody that 100% stood out in all situations in Japan, and it was Bruce Ventura, and I was just like, hey, what's up? Just because like I just feel like that would be, I don't know if I would like it, but it would be interesting for sure. Well, I'm gonna have time to calm down with the flight, and I'll probably take a little something to calm myself even more before the flight. Or maybe not actually. All right, so back to what I was saying, Sam. One time I was not living, but I was staying in Mexico for, I think I was there for 6 weeks. And I was in Tenahac, and I was trying to learn Spanish for like a while. I was studying. I had like a big script in Spanish, right? And towards the end of my trip, I was having these Spanish dreams where I was speaking in Spanish. Like my first night that I had a Spanish dream, I was like speaking perfect Spanish in my dream. And then when I woke up, I was like speaking a little bit of Spanish, like semi decent, for like an hour. and then I totally forgot it. But then that night I went back to sleep, and I dreamt that I spoke in Spanish again, and my Spanish was like a little worse the next night. In my dream, it was like, it was okay. But I woke up and my Spanish was like a little better in the morning than it was the night before. Right? Am I narcissizing? Oh, you mean the Japan thing? Yeah, that would be that would be my that would be a very narcissistic experience, I'm sure. But anyways, so I was speaking a little bit better Spanish. I woke up, I was like talking to the maids and stuff, and I was like, you know. And then the next night, I was dreaming in Spanish again, and my dream, it was getting a little worse. My Spanish just kept getting worse every night in my dreams. Right? And then what's the countdown? Confused. And each night, basically for 4 nights, my Spanish was getting worse and worse in my dreams. But by the fourth night, I woke up. Um, I woke up and my Spanish, I was speaking terrible Spanish in my dreams, but I was speaking exactly the same Spanish in my awakening day. And each day it would like last a little bit longer, but I would always forget it after a few hours. But then I went home and I was at the airport and I was drinking mezcal. Um, and I got really drunk on mezcal, and I even how do you say, bebes la gusano? You know what I mean? Do you understand me? Bebe la gusano of the mezcal, and after I drank the worm, el gusano. I drank the worm, and the worm gave me Spanish superpowers. Yeah, and I was. Yeah, the worm gave me Spanish superpowers. And I was like drunk as hell. And I was just like speaking Spanish like crazy at the airport on mezcal with the magic worm. It's true. I don't know. Maybe that's the secret. Maybe I should try that again sometime. At the Mexico City airport, this happened. So that it was like crazy. Exactly. Excuse me. I just can't believe I'm sober right now. Sad boy, it depends on the situation. How do I react? I always react with absolute, like, I'm very chill about it. Gratitude. I never say no. Sometimes it bothers me not because it's like bothering me that they're doing it, but it bothers me like I don't really know if the picture is going to be good. I don't know what they're going to do with it. I don't know. And it also like reminds me that I have no privacy in public, and that at any moment someone could be like spying on me or not saying anything about it. And Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. That's true. Yeah, I have never tried that, Stephanie. I've definitely had weird experiences. Like, I've literally had people like where I'm like eating in a restaurant and they like walk by the front of the restaurant and they like look inside and then like it takes them a second. The next thing I know, they're coming back and they're like, you know what I'm saying? Some weird shit like that. I'm just like, you know, so it's a little weird sometimes. But what really, or like sometimes like people will um, like I've had people like do it in traffic before. Like that freaks me out. I'm like, how the hell do you recognize somebody in traffic? You know what I mean? That gets weird. Or like I've been at like one time like I went to the doctor and like I like walked in for like 1 second and like it weirds me out when somebody does it instantly. Like I sometimes like when I'll see somebody like looking at me and kind of questioning it, like is it? Maybe. But it weirds me out when like I walk in and it's 2 seconds, so someone's like starts, you know what I'm saying, doing shit like that. Like I've had that happen before at the doctor. Like, damn, how did you do that so fast? Oh, is my live screwed up? Is it like I'm like, damn, you watch a lot of porn if you're like recognizing in like 5 seconds, not even 2 seconds, like instant. Like I can recognize myself instantly. If I look in the fucking mirror every day, I look at it, I'm like, who the fuck is this motherfucker? I don't know. That's weird. Maybe try to reconnect future because well, that's different though. We've spent hours for the last 2 years on these lives talking. So that's definitely well, you know, I would recognize some of you too. You know? So put that in your pipe and smoke it, eh? Don't walk that line, time. Do not go there. Oh, shit. I can't believe that was already an hour. It goes by quick. Let's see. Let's do some math. We got 18 people. 18 hours. How many times is 18 going to 4,000? You'd be like, fuck, we're gonna have to do like fucking 180 something of these fucking 186 of these fucking things at this rate. But hopefully it'll pick up. Maybe my math sucks. I don't know. It's all right. I could go back quick. I guess it's probably kind of a snowball effect too, though, because these are like recorded. People rewatch these, maybe some of them. Plus, we should get more followers, I think, eventually. We're doing better. 17. Is that our like record in here? Yeah, Future. I was seeing them and I was like really confused. I was starting to think that you you got into the starting to think you got into the wine or something. I was wondering what the fuck was going on. I was like, oh, it should be okay in the world. What's up, Catherine? I was like, the countdown. What the fuck? Where are we counting to? I was like, am I dragging out this Mexico story like way too long or what? I was like, I was only on day 3. I was like, Jesus. They're normally so mean to me. Hot wings or pizza. I don't know. I guess it depends on the day. I mean, hot wings are alright, but I feel like hot wings are like one of those things that have to be done right. Not that many people are that great. Are you taking off, Lala? All right. Sports? No. I was like a nonconformist when I was a kid. So like sports, those were like way too much teamwork for me. I was like, nah, I ain't gonna be able to do it. It's got rules. So yeah, I didn't play any sports when I was a kid. I used to do like like some martial arts stuff when I was like way younger. I was like an instructor when I was, you know, 10 for other kids that were small. That was probably before the dreads, I think. I was like a little bit of a emo kid when I was in high school. Taekwondo. I would say I don't know that I was like we back then we didn't um call it emo. The word emo was not invented yet at that point. But I would say, in retrospect, I was definitely laying the foundation um, for future emo generations. Absolutely, and that's true. That's that's true, Star. That is, I was loving some Bruce Lee when I was a kid. No, 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 Catherine. I always hated Blink 182. I don't hate them. No offense. You know, I met Travis before, but I was not really a fan of music. I was more into like Marilyn Manson and Metallica, Nirvana. Um, that's how I ended up with the dreads. I had the Kurt Cobain hair, but then the Hansons came out, and my other homeboys had the same hair, and so they started calling us the Hanson brothers. And so as soon as they started calling us the Hanson brothers, I got dreadlocks. Yeah, Nirvana's still lit. Yeah. And then what was even funny is the one of the Hanson brothers, like years ago, maybe like 5 years ago, like messaged me on Facebook. He was a fan of me, and my sisters used to be obsessed with them. But yeah, one of the Hanson's brothers hit me up. It's like, props, dude. You're awesome. My sisters were like obsessed. I was like, oh man, so weird how the world fucking goes. That sounds about 1997. That sounds about right. I got into Slipknot actually later on. I liked Slipknot. I thought Iowa was an amazing album. Pantera, for sure. Guns N' Roses, absolutely. That was like before my time, but like I was definitely feeling some Guns N' Roses as well. I had the Iowa CD as well. Mm-hmm. Pelican Bay. I don't know who that is, actually, Maddie. Guns N' Roses, yeah, still slays to this day. I was not a Hanson fan, so like, but my sisters were, and then that's why I was like really offended when they started calling us the Hanson brothers, to the point that I had to go get my hair dreaded. I didn't even do it. I didn't do the. Let me state for the record, though, that I did not do like grungy natural dreads. I went and literally got my hair dreaded like professionally. So they were actually pretty awesome. I had like big fat like dreads, like choppers, long ones to my shoulders. But it was like shaved up. All the dread photos are actually because obviously I got some thick ass hair, but all the dread photos are like real photos from back in the day, like when like Instax cameras. I don't know where they're at, but we'll have to find them. There's at least a couple in existence. Yeah. Plus, my hair was like bleached before. What when I was trying to be like Kurt Cobain, so like they were like they were like ombre. They were ombre dreads. It was pretty crazy. There's pictures in existence somewhere. My almost guaranteed my sister is in possession of them. And then I remember it was crazy because um, fucking when I got tired of the dreads and I wanted to get them out, I was like so upset because they would not come out ever for any reason. And so one day, and like I just said fuck it, and I like cut them all out myself. And then um, I came to school the next day, and it was like weird. It was like a total. Came to school with my hair all cut out, and instead of having like my little like my little goth girls, the fucking all of a sudden I got recruited by like the preppy like hot girls. And I remember this one chick that was like, she was like the most popular girl at school. And she came in and she like started talking to me. I'm like, why are you talking to me? And she's like, it's different now. I was like, what? In retrospect, I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, it was pretty lame. That was the 90s story. Fuck. I do like the goth chicks. But that chick was actually pretty cool and super hot. She's still pretty hot. What's up, Jacob? She was like not bad actually. That chick and like a couple other chicks turned out to be like pretty good friends back then. She was a little shallow, but she wasn't dumb. Very vain. They were pretty freaky for that age too. Just learning all kinds of new shit from them. That's true. Junior high. I mean, fuck. I can dread it again. Should we start? Should we start getting it popping? in a defense, she's ended up marrying a fisherman. So it wore off at some point. I don't, the guy seems pretty humble. I might. No, I don't know. ASL? Fuck yeah, I know ASL. Yeah, that was a classical moment. But we can't hate somebody just because of one line they said sometime in the past, in the middle school. I remember, yeah, fuck yeah, being like fucking 10, trying to catfish on dial up. Hell yeah, AIM was the shit. Oh my god, that was responsible for all the worst things. Yeah, Yahoo chat rooms, those are bad. Some people probably didn't make it out of those alive, I don't think. Dial up sucks. In retrospect, man, if because my grandpa worked for Intel, right? He was like one of the founders of Intel, and not the founders, but I mean like the one of the original coders. And so he like always kept us in like top tech, top tech at the time, right? And I fucking shudder to think of the things that he knew. Oh my god. In retrospect. That was like my intro into the business was back then because I had like literally like the one of the very first CD burners, and that was like how I made money like all through school. I was burning CDs from Napster, and um, also downloading some adult content very slowly on 56K and burning it onto CDs so that you could play it instantly. But I had like an epic music list. I had like 1,000 something songs from Napster and LimeWire, all that back in the day. And even when they deleted it, I'd already saved all mine on CDs. Um, so I was like, remember the warehouse? You used to go buy CDs at the warehouse, Tower Records. Um, I was slaying CDs. I was killing them. I was killing them on the CDs. $5 a pop. I was rich. Warehouse was probably a Cali thing. Hell yeah, I was balling. You know what? I think they'll make a comeback eventually. Oh yeah, no, but my computer, my shit was set up. Grandpa had my shit donezo. I had top of the line antivirus. We had firewalls. I used to hack when I was a kid, so I hacked every one of my friends' computers. I had Trojans on the whole crew. I had full control of everyone's computer. Yo, type this into your here, download this. Oh, it didn't work. Oh, it didn't work? Oh, sorry, my bad. Hey, can you type this ms config into your bar real quick and tell me what it says? Maybe it'll help. It says 101.26.1.196. Oh, okay. Oh, fuck. I don't know why it's not working. Terrible. It was bad. The word. Be playing StarCraft. You know what I mean? Fucking all of us. Fucking making people like dump their allies and attack their own people. This shit was crazy. Yeah, those were the good days. All you needed was a fucking IP address. That was awesome. Those were the good days. Shit. I swear, I don't play video games anymore, but I swear these new games ain't as good as the old ones. I mean, I don't think. EverQuest? Fuck. I was a tyrant on EverQuest. So funny. Damn, time goes by quick. Yeah, they don't know. They do not know. All their graphics. It's so funny. Oh shit, Tekken at the fucking arcade. Tekken 2, yeah, fuck yeah. You couldn't even get that. You couldn't even get that at home back in the day. You had to go to the arcade. Doing fatalities. Mortal Kombat 2. Fucking A. Mortal Kombat 1 was okay, but Mortal Kombat 2, that was the shit. I think it was. They probably put it out on PlayStation later. I think. Or what was that one fucking where you shoot the balls? Um, and they fucking like and the shit like falls down and then you like battle it out. When they like fall off of your thing, they like go on to the other person's. What was that fucking game? That was the best. What was that? Bust a Move. Bust a Move. That was awesome. That game would still be sick today. Bust a Move was the shit. We used to gamble on Bust a Move. My big money games was Bust a Move and Mario Kart 64. We used to do $5 games on Mario Kart 64. So you make 15 bucks a pop. Fucking, I never once lost. I had a flawless record, 100 percentile on Mario Kart 64. I was the absolute master. We used to play to 10 wins. I used to let everyone get. Sometimes I was so good at Mario Kart 64 that I would let people get to like 8 or 9 wins and then destroy everyone flawlessly just to keep them playing and thinking that they could possibly win. I didn't want to crush everyone too bad so that they'd stop gambling. Used to let them think that they almost had it, but never once did I lose, not once. That was my player on Mario Kart. Because it was always at my house. So like one thing I never budged on was nobody got to play Donkey Kong. I was Donkey Kong always. That's so funny. So we would gamble on anything, though, man. My it's no surprise that it turned out the way it did, because like literally me and my homeboys growing up, like it was always something gambling, man. We used to put money on anything, throw a rock at the punching bag. Fucking that's so funny. Oh yeah. Sure. Fucking Mario Kart 64. All it took was a star, man. Once you had the star, anybody was done. All 3 balloons. That shit's so funny. Man, times have changed. That's still a good game, though. The 3 balloons. Still to this day, if I hear any song from what was that fucking racing game? Like had like a jaw rule on it. Need for Speed 2. Still to this day, any song on the Need for Speed 2 soundtrack brings back instant nostalgia. Or what was it? What was that one where the dinosaur hunter? Thor or something like that. Yeah, GTA was like that was like when I was like in high school though. Like later on in high school. I was like almost a senior or junior or something when that came out. That's so funny. Oh yeah. Well, GTA was like once that came out, it crushed all other games. Like nothing was like even a thing anymore. Like everything was out the window when GTA came out. That just like destroyed everything. There was like nothing else that like mattered at that point. Well, except for Bond. Bond was a big thing. Bond stayed up. You could like, you know what I mean? Everybody's on their like Call of Duty shit, but like, I mean, I don't know. Bond back in the day, that was fucking. That was an epic one. GoldenEye. GoldenEye was definitely like a major one. The Golden Pistol. Yeah, we used to play that all the time. We used to play Golden Pistols only. And then we put that shit on low gravity. We do Golden Pistols, low gravity with the fucking grappling hook. So So we'd be like floating around, and you had to like zip line everywhere and be like. Hell yeah. You'd just be like floating, like you couldn't get back to the ground. Someone would just shoot you if you were like stuck in the air. So you had to like zip line. That's so fucking funny. Man, that shit is some nostalgia though. I was I was like literally, I don't know why I was like that. I was always like all about the exploits too. Like I was like, if I could figure out some way to fucking pull something. No one played EverQuest? Let me ask you that. Do we have anyone that was that nerdy, or am I the biggest nerd in this whole room? I gotta be the biggest nerd in the room. EverQuest. Fuck yeah, EverQuest. That was like the predecessor to World of Warcraft. It was on the computer only. You had to have it was like only for like the biggest nerds because back then like 512 megabytes of RAM required was like a major it was like a major thing, you know. And you had to have that good you had to have like at least DSL. EverQuest, hell yeah. I was on Valenzex server, player versus player. My name was Pooner. PWNER. That's so funny. Yeah, the two games that I played the most when I was a kid was EverQuest and StarCraft. Those are my ones. What's up, Janelle? No, it's like this. Oh no, I'm not touching it because I'm trying to make it look better. I'm just trying to like train it backwards. Because for like hella years I've been like brushing it forward. In more recent years, like probably the last game that I ever played though, my last game that I ever played was before I gave up video games altogether and never played another video game. Um, was called Ebony, and I know not a single one of you ever played Ebony, because that is some other level of nerdation. That was more recent. That was like in like 2009. That was the last time I played a video game, 2009, 10 years ago. Fuck yeah. $15 was like $50 then. It was like Ebony was like the original like pay to win um like browser strategy war game, like that one that they're like trying to advertise on whatchamacallit, Live Me. That's why it was tempting. All right, crash out, Kasura. Do your thing. I'm actually probably gonna have to start packing in a minute. I don't see any reason why I should turn this thing off. I might as well just let it run up some hours. And games used to be fucked up though too. You guys remember Manhunt? I don't think they still even make games like that, do they? They still make like really fucked up games like that? Probably not. I feel like that one would like get major, like they would riot over that one nowadays. You never played that one. No, Manhunt. That was the one where like you literally just like walked around like murdering people. It was fucked up. But you reminded me of it when you said it was like a movie. It was like about the movie producer that was like some shit. Anyways. Yeah, GTA, that's true. That's true. Nothing can be worse than GTA in reality. In reality. Devil May Cry. I don't know what that is, but it sounds pretty bad. Yeah, The Walking Dead. That's all after me. It's been 10 years since I played a video game. I should start packing. Fuck. I slept all day. I just woke up like a couple hours ago and had breakfast. Which reminds me, I'm gonna have to get my Uber Eats in before it gets too late. I watched some of the first season of Black Mirror. I also watched. I had a really weird experience, and I wonder if like they do this on purpose, like just to like freak people out, or if like literally like I had some kind of like. I almost feel like I had like some kind of like out of like otherworldly, like some kind of like supernatural experience watching. Excuse me. Uh, what was that Black Mirror one where it was a Bandersnatch? Like literally, and it wasn't. I even had witnesses, and we tried to get it to do it again, and it would not. No matter what, if I did we did all the same exact choices and everything. Um, but the first time that we watched Bandersnatch, it like spoke directly to me. It was very odd. Very, very, very odd. Um, it was like saying like the most fucking personal shit to me the first time that we watched it. And there was like other people in the room that knew me really well, and they're just like looking at me like, dude, this thing's talking to you. And then we tried to get it to do it again to show like my friend, like, and it would not do the same scene. It would not do the same scene. Like the words were completely fucking different. It was really weird. And I don't know if they just do that to everyone. Like the first time you watch it, it says something different than like no matter what, you can never get it back or something just to fuck with people, which I think is possible. Maybe they did do that, but it was really weird. Yeah, like that acid scene, like we could never get it to do it again. First, we tried doing it the same way, then we tried to do it different ways, and we tried to do it the same way again. It would not say the same shit. It was really fucking weird. It was like directly, it was like, I see your soul. Let's talk to you. Yeah, it was a choose your own adventure movie, and I literally feel kind of like it's like I feel somewhat like it may be my calling um to fucking write choose your own adventure movies. I think that could be my thing. I've been wanting to do some real movies. Like it's something that I think about every single day. Almost every day I come up with a new movie plot or like a short film or something that I like pretty much shoot the whole thing in my head. Like not just like I come up with a plot in this, but I'm like literally in my head like writing like literally like shot for shot for shot like shooting it, like not even just like thinking of like what it will look like in front of the camera, but like literally like coming out with like how exactly I would get the shot, like what it would take to do it. But like this choose your own, like I had this dream the other night that literally made me realize like the choose your own adventure thing, that could be a unique specialty. You know what I mean? Because Bandersnatch was pretty cool, but they didn't. I feel like they didn't have enough different scenarios that like went all the way through. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it should be like way more like I would like to do a way more complex version. And I think I have the mind for it too, because like my mind like runs like I can multitask like mentally like really well. What was that? Dude, I definitely do choose my own path. I think it'd be so fun to do that too. Like, I feel like I would like to do that. Like, it would be cool to like do it on like on a really grand, epic level. You know what I mean? Like, what if you did a choose your own adventure that was like it was like Game of Thrones status in grandeur and scale. That would be sick. Like literally one, like it would have to be like one, it would have to be a full butterfly effect. You know what I'm saying? Like one decision, completely different fucking movie through the rest of the whole thing. Every decision. Every single decision would have to change the entire thing. Not one scene could be recycled. No recycling the scenes. Exactly. That's true, Sasha. What if we did that? That would be pretty dope. Maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe that's what we need to discuss on the meeting of the minds. I was just saying, like, it would be cool to do a choose your own adventure of that proportion. Bandersnatch, they made it like a game. I see where they were going with it because it's probably experimental and they didn't want to like work on it for years and whatever the fuck. And it was just kind of like if you chose the wrong path, it was over. So you like had to choose the right path. But like, good night, Missy. I don't think it was overrated until the last season, but I think everybody unanimously agrees that the last season was like a total, just like cop out. I mean, the last season is so short that you pretty much have to watch it. It's not good. The 8, but as far as like enjoying it, Privet, Nikita. Yeah, it's okay, Future. I understand. Yes, I'm actually I'm gonna take a break for a minute because it's gonna get too late for me to get any food, and I need like a little lunch before it gets late. But I will be back. Okay, I just gotta get some Uberage before everything closes. Okie dokie. Adios. I'll be back.